Do you remember Lord Cosbert? Lonely old bugger. Lots of money. No children. Well, I've spoken to him on occasions. Even took him out to dinner once or twice. He was so grateful that one day, quite out of the blue, he promised to make me his sole heir. His sole heir! He's what me, as you understand. I couldn't believe my luck. Hadn't asked for, never thought of it really. But from that day forward, in order to show my appreciation, I began to spend practically every waking moment in his company. I dropped by first thing in the morning. We played checkers, shuffleboard. At first, it wasn't so bad. Not terribly exciting, but I just think of the money. And that would keep me going. After a few weeks, though, I began to run out of steam. He liked to talk about war stories. Never actually fought in the war, mind you. Spent most of the war typing in some office in Liverpool. Try to imagine, if you will, war stories that involve mostly typing, an occasional flirtation with a frumpy secretary, or a heated debate over the proper use of a semicolon. It was interminable. I knew I couldn't keep it up much longer. Still, the inheritance. Couldn't stop thinking about it. I already spent most of it in my head. I began thinking of ways to hurry him along, if you know what I mean. Little things at first. I convinced him to take up cricket. Thought the exertion might be too much for his heart. But it only made him healthier. Suddenly, he looked 10 years younger. I took him boating. Thought he might fall in and drown. I even went so far as to rock the boat a little. But the old bugger had impeccable balance. And worse luck, he always wore a life jacket. I began to get desperate. Finally, I decided to approach the butler. He was an unhappy little man, bitter that he himself been overlooked for the inheritance. Together, we concocted a plan. Are you familiar with ricin? No. It's a powerful poison, extracted from castor beans from all things, twice as deadly as cobra venom. The butler agreed to administer the poison the next time his master called for wine, which he did constantly. He was a drunken sort. In return, I promised to reward the poor fellow for all his years of loyal service, something his master never done. The next evening, at our usual activities, the butler brought in 2 cups, the poison one for Cosper and the other for me. Unfortunately, the incompetent oaf got nervous, switched the 2 cups, gave me the poison one, and a few moments later, much to my surprise, there I was, dead, on the floor, and cheated of my inheritance. I suppose you think that's very funny. So did the old man. After the initial shock, he put it all together, I guess, and began to laugh hysterically at his butler's mistake.